What's going on, boys? Salted Neo's here, and for some reason this idiot decided he wanted to make a deck profile on this
good,
channel.
everyone? It is Sam, aka Seaquince, and before you go on with the video, be sure to drop a sub to Mr. Salted Neo's here. Also, if you have the time, leave a like and drop a sub to my channel as well.
Okay, then. We'll keep that in for a laugh.
Yes.
Okay, penguin lad. Okay, chaos aside. Look like the friggin' box opening.
Okay, anyways, basically we had a Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament, and I clapped the whole thing up with a 4-0 record playing Salamangreat. And while Salamangreat is kind of falling down the meta these days, it's still pretty good, and it was probably the most sweaty deck in the room.
He beat the amazing stuff like Exodia, the legendary Defender Turbo, and
hey, you played a Crystron engine. You played a Crystron engine. You knew what you were doing.
What do you mean? Halki Fire Rack isn't that big a deal.
Yeah, it's almost like half the cards that are on each ban list are banned because of it.
I'm only running 3 tuners.
Only.
Anyway, we're gonna just go right in.
Alright, so basically...
if I can get the camera to not suck.
Alright.
Oh my god. I should have paused the recording.
Obviously.
Yeah, screw it.
Okay.
We're down, I think.
So, okay. Are the cards in the thing?
Yep. Yeah, zoom in. This is professional, like always.
Always. Okay. This is the lifeblood of Salamangreat. Gazelle. Basically, Gazelle is everything. It lets you pitch a card from your deck to your graveyard. So
graveyard?
Yes, obviously. So you can either pitch a trap to recover with Sunlight Wolf to build a good board for your first turn, or you can send something like Spinny or Jack Jaguar, get a special summon, and then combo off. And yes, Salamangreat can combo now, and that's quite nice. And we play 2 Spinny to go along with it.
Why the heck are you going off camera?
Okay. Yes, 2 Spinny. Basically, Spinny is a free special summon whenever it's in your hand, and you have any other Salad in play. You more than likely are going to have Bailings, so Spinny's going to often help you get to that Sunlight Wolf. And we also play 2 Foul. Again, whenever you summon a Salad monster, Foul gets to special summon itself. It's quite good. Jack Jaguar, I play 2 of them. Maybe 1 might be necessary.
Well, you got your playset of supers.
Yeah, of course. Basically, whenever Jack is in the graveyard, you can shuffle in anything from any Salad card from your graveyard back into the deck, including like the extra deck, so you can recur your Sunlight Wolves, your Bailingses, and then you special summon this. It is a special summon. 2 Foxies. Foxy is a good starter. Lets you excavate some Salamangreat cards when you don't have that Gazelle. And plus, if it's in your graveyard and you have a Salad card, you can pitch a Salad card, and it's spell trap removal, and a special summon at that.
Imagine running your starter at 2.
Obviously.
I don't know how modern Salad works.
Yeah, no. And we also play 1 Falco. Falco's only at 1 because he's kind of niche. Basically, if you send him to the graveyard, you get to put a set trap card in, spell trap, put it back in your hand. It could be quite nice. Recur some traps, always nice, always nice.
I hear his double jump is one of the best in the game, and his up special is even better.
Always. And also, you can return a Salad monster to your hand to special summon him if you want to keep your Gazelle on the board. I don't know. Pretty good stuff. And for non-Salad monsters, we also play 2 Parallel Exceed. Because whenever this guy's in your hand, it's pretty much either a free Baguska, a free Abyss Dweller, or 2 more Link material for you to combo off with.
Any consideration to go to 3 on that, though?
Honestly, I think that I like 2, but if you'd like to see in your opening hands more often, I'd say go to 3. But I like 2 for now, since there's so many starters with this deck and so many cards I'm okay with seeing. But yeah, I think 3 is definitely a good future consideration. Maybe kind of Jack for this guy, I think. That sounds pretty good. For general starters, 2 Debug lets you search a Cyberse.
2 Upstop deck.
And 2 Flame Buffalo. Flame Buffalo, whenever you link it off into a Bailings, you can pitch a Cyberse from your hand, draw 2. So you can get stuff like Jack in the graveyard. Quite nice. And for the hand traps, we are going to... Are
we gonna see a 3 of for the first time?
Yes.
Oh, so he does know what the deck limit is.
Always. So 3 Ash Blossom. Ash is arguably the best trap in the game right now. 3 Effect Veiler. Effect Veiler is coming back to prevalence because you got shit like Infernoble.
That looks like the number 2 and not the number 3.
Obviously. Because you got shit like Infernoble and all kinds of busted monster effects going around the place these days. Maybe take a negate off that Dragoon. You can do what you want. DD Crow, because it's general and a lot of graveyard decks are a thing. And 2 Nibiru Rockman, because Nibiru is quite good and I can play it in the main deck to catch some people off guard. You can side it out if you know that you're going second, though, or first. No, first, that is. Oh, yeah, and I also play a Phantasme because I can. I mean, it sometimes comes up. It didn't come up today, but I don't know. You could probably come out maybe for that third exceed.
Probably.
Okay, for that spell lineup, 3 Signet Minings.
You're way off camera.
Good stuff because you can search a Cyberse, which basically means you search Gazelle. 1 Salamangreat Circle. Search Gazelle. Or if you already have Gazelle, you can search any other one of your Salamangreat cards.
Search Salomon Brick.
Always. 2 Will
Search your Beat Bison.
2 Will the Salamangreats. Honestly, this is also another thing I might amp up to 3. Because Will is quite good in our current format, because, like, you can just special... Basically, what you can do is that, it's a continuous spell, and so it's a monster reborn every turn, and, if that's not good enough for you, you can send it to Graveyard, and it's basically a soul charge, which lets you special summon Salamangreat monsters in defense position equal to your Salamangreat monster's link rating.
Excluding link monsters. Good job.
Exactly, but hey.
I feel like that almost came up.
Great stuff. 1 Sanctuary, because Reincarnation Link Summon is a factor in this deck to get your effects off for both Heat Leo and Sunlight Wolf, mainly Sunlight Wolf. And for the trap cards, I run 3 Rage,
Quits.
3 Roar, and 2 Roar and 2 Imperm. I think the optimal count is probably 3 Imperm and 2 Roar, or 2 Rage, but yeah, I only have 2 Imperm, so I'll go with 3 Rage today. Roar is the one that you can leave at 2, because Roar can recur itself whenever you Reincarnation Link Summon. It does get banished, but you can still set it on your field. And Roar is an Omni Negate, so the fact that you can recur that easily is quite nice.
Or you just spam them with friggin' what's-his-face, Sunlight Wolf.
That's truth, that's truth. Okay, on to the extra deck. We got 3 Banelinks. Banelinks lets you search Salamangreat Sanctuary, and is also pretty damn easy for anything in the deck to summon. 3 Sunlight Wolf, which is considered the lifeblood of the deck alongside Mr. Gazelle. Basically, Sunlight Wolf, anytime a monster summons his Link Arrow, you can take a fire monster from your graveyard, which is usually Gazelle, put it back in your hand, and whenever it's Reincarnation Link summoned, you get to set a Salamangreat trap or spell that's in your graveyard. So, yeah, quite nice for building boards.
The technicality of it doesn't need to specifically be Reincarnation, it just needs to have its own name as material, so you could totally just use a Sunlight plus something else and it still works.
Obviously. Also, to Heat Leo's pretty damn good against back row decks, so we'll leave him in there because back row is absolutely painful to play against.
What are you talking about? You love facing 5 Trap Neos.
Oh, absolutely not. Speaking of back row, I do play 1 Lingaribo because A, it's as easy to summon as Banelinks, and B, if you see your opponent has a cheesy back row that might interrupt your plays, you can summon this and deal with the problem by tributing him. And also, I'll leave Lingaribo here because he's going to be related to the next 7 monsters. We play 1 Splash Mage, 1 Update Jammer, 1 Transcode Talker, and 1...
Yoink.
And 1 Access Code Talker.
Yeah, that's my copy of Transcode.
It is, it's his. So basically, this combo here, these guys allow you to summon Access Code Talker, and by using these monsters here, you can get... If you can combo off with all 5 of these guys, then your Access Code Talker is going to have 5,300 attack points, it can attack twice, and it's going to be able to pop 5 cards on the field, and these effects cannot be negated.
Balanced.
Yeah. The only thing that can make this card more busted is if it were immune to everything itself, and if it had more negates. Because that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. Also, we have... Okay, sure. And for Xyz, we have 1 Abyss Dweller and 1 Baguska. Abyss Dweller is great because it can single-handedly win matchups.
And because it's on my channel, Baguska passed best meme.
Always.
I just realized what kind of profile this is turning into and why I don't typically do these, but this is funny enough, so let's just deal with it.
Alright, so for the side deck, we run the 3rd Nibiru that's not in our main deck. Busted cards that are limited to 1 by Konami trying to make some money. Pankratops, Red Reboot, Mind Control. Can't help but love them. I play 3 Cosmic Cyclone because over Twin Twisters, because Cosmic Cyclone is not gonna be a neg 2, it's only a neg 1. B,
that's not a neg 1, that breaks even.
Oh, really? Okay, well, I don't know what my
Your opponent's card counts for card advantage.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I don't know what my card maths are, but Cosmic Cyclone is also good because a lot of spells and traps do things in the graveyard these days. Like,
It doesn't dodge Waking the Dragon, but it dodges a lot of other nonsense.
well, yeah, like a lot of decks like Dogmatic,
It dodges stuff that people actually play.
yeah, like Dogmatic and Punishment, mutants have a lot of traps that have stuff. Eldritch cards, if you can banish the Eldritch spells, that's quite nice. So yeah, that's why I go Cyclone. 2 Dark Ruler, no more. Maybe you want to run 3, but yeah, this is good for breaking through all the combo. Dragon Link is a thing, so if you can turn off all the funny negates from Dragon Link Infernoble, you're probably having a time. And 3 Artifact Lancia. Basically, Lancia is pretty good. It single-handedly won me a matchup today. Sorry, Thomas. Yeah, because it prevents your opponent from banishing cards. And 3 D-Barrier. These would probably be evenly matched if you're playing as optimally as possible, but hey, D-Barrier is cheap, and D-Barrier like locks your opponent out from summoning a lot of different monster types. Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, so for
Don't
example,
forget Ritual.
oh yeah, who's using that?
Or wait, does that block Pendulum? It does block Pendulum. Okay.
Pendulum, yes.
Yes, you call that against Triff.
Triff and best deck. So yeah, I can see this being quite good against Zodiacs because like they're all Xyz, that's what they do. And so if you really don't want to deal with that new Zeus that's running around, then maybe run this. So yeah, that's the deck. Do you want me to do a quick combo fast? I don't know.
Up to you.
Okay.
Unless my phone's dying.
Oh,
My
you
phone's
know,
at 20%.
I'll do the access code combo probably. Okay. So basically, hold up. How do we do this?
Good start. Good start.
All right. Because basically most things in this deck start with Gazelle. Gazelle can send something like Spinny, and then Gazelle, you link one. Please forgive me if these aren't centered. Link one into Balinks, basically. Spinny can Balinks searches your Sanctuary, but you don't really need it for the combo. Spinny summons itself. I mean, usually if you want the update jammer, like you kind of want to wait another turn. So usually what you can do is you link into your Sunlight Wolf. Hopefully you have some traps in hand. And then on your next turn, what you can do is that if you have any other monster...
Ah, yes, my favorite. A combo that goes across 2 turns.
Well, yeah. Or, like, if you have any other summon, like, maybe you had a Foul, then that's technically an access code, because you can go... Where's Splash Mage? Splash Mage summons Foul, then link 3 into Transcode Talker. Transcode Talker takes Splash Mage from the graveyard. Then link 4 into Access Code. So yeah, Salamangreat can make Access Code with little to no card advantage in hand, and it could be quite handy. Again, if you want to do the full Update Jammer combo, then, like, again, you probably want to sit on a Sunlight Wolf, use your opponents, use those traps, protect your Sunlight Wolf from destruction by banishing Balinks. But yeah, it can make Access Code quite easily, which is probably arguably one of the things that's keeping Salamangreat alive, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, Salad never really had, like, a big old boss monster that could break stuff, but...
Pyro Phoenix.
Yeah, because everyone's running that. But yeah, 5,300 attack points that can attack twice, I think is quite nice for a deck like this. But yeah, anyways, that's the deck. I've been having fun with Salamangreat because it has a lot of versatility in, like, it can play defensively, it can play offensively. I think it's overall a good time. Plus, it's dirt cheap right now, especially considering the Signet just got reprinted. So yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Again, be sure to sub to Salt and Neos, and if you want to check my channel out, be sure to give Seaquince a shout out. Hopefully Salt and Neos is a decent and kind enough person to put my channel link in the description.
You know me, it's 50-50 if I remember.
So yeah, thanks for everything, and until next time, have a good one.
Dinosaur squeals and all.